Dillian Whyte hating on Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder and his knockout power yet again. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang, notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Sign up for ESPN Plus. I'm Disney Ego. Helps the channel. I'm an affiliate. Sky Sports, they have an interview with Deontay Wilder nemesis Dillian Whyte. He hating again. Quote, Deontay Wilder, he knocked out a 50-year-old man. What can you say about it? Dillian Whyte has his say on Deontay Wilder's knockout victory. And like, he basically admits in this that he's hating. He says, oh, I'm probably the wrong guy to ask any questions about Deontay Wilder because I don't like him. I mean, that's literally what he says in this. I can't play it for copyright reasons, but you guys take a listen to it. Now, this is my tweet in response to it. I said, LOL, so Dillian Whyte is fighting Marishwek on this Anthony Joshua Ruiz 2 card in Saudi. And I said, is Marishwek better than 50-year-old, quote, 50-year-old Luis Ortiz? Absolutely not. LOL. And what's up with that B sample? I'm not going to make this video too long. You see it, 7 retweets, 21 likes. Listen, I just feel like I'm all for trash talk and banter and proper banter. But the UK, and I really feel like it's the fans, you guys got to hold your UK compatriots responsible for the statements that they're saying. This sounds like clear haterade from Dillian Whyte, and I actually like Dillian Whyte, but it doesn't change the fact that what he's saying. Just give the man credit. You know, he's saying, oh, he was losing the fight. It's the same casual old media stuff. Excuse me, that we continue to hear about Wilder. Bro, he's not trying to outbox people. That's it. He knows he knows his lane. That I would much rather Deontay Wilder do what you're good at and try to win the fight than to try to be someone you're not. That's where you really get into trouble. Like Tim Bradley trying to go tit for tat and punch for punch with Ruslan Provodnikov. That's when you get into trouble. You know, somebody has better conditioning and speed and you trying to stay on their level. So if you could do it, you could do it. Like I thought Errol Spence fought more of Sean Porter's style, but clearly he had the dog in him and he had the conditioning to do it because he stayed in that mode, which is usually what Sean Porter is good at. And he stayed doing it and they dogged it out, and it was an epic war classic fight this year. And, you know, he had the conditioning to do that. But if he didn't have the conditioning to do it, then I don't recommend that you go tit for tat with a guy like Sean Porter if that's his lane. You know, do what you're good at, right? So all these old media people and fighters hating and stuff saying, oh, Wilder, but he was losing. No, who cares? You still got the victory. So that's like saying Dillian Whyte, he hurt Joshua, but in the end, he lost the fight. So he beat him in the amateurs, hurt him in the pros, and then he got knocked out with the uppercut. You know, that's what set up the punch. So the world in boxing ain't all coulda, shoulda, wouldas, and what ifs and stuff. You know, this just looks bad. Look at my dude, buddy. He said, White can't say much as a PED cheat. Sit down. Be humble. Your day is coming to be laid out in the ring. See, nobody believes it. Wilder cleans this guy out. I've never been so convinced. Luis Ortiz is also 10 times the boxer that White is. You ducked the 50-year-old man twice. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, again, this is how the UK is choosing to go out, by not just holding their own accountable. It doesn't even make sense. And like I said with the B sample, somehow we don't even know what's going on with UCAD in the UK. I don't even know if he's cleared to box in the UK. So once again, Eddie Hearn pulls fast Ed moves and he just has him fighting in a different area, just like he's doing with Chavez Jr. Okay, can't get approved for California, Nevada. I'll take him to Arizona. Okay, Dillian Whyte's situation with UCAD is not resolved, so he can't fight in the UK right now. No updates with that, no B sample. So I'll just take him to, the UAE, Saudi Arabia. No one will know the difference. So Dillian Whyte really shouldn't even be like talking too much. I personally would probably just lay low, because you already have this black cloud over your head over the Oscar Rivas fight and whatever is happening with that in the B sample. But he's still choosing to trash talk. It just doesn't work, No Ducks Boxes said, notice how his lip is tilting to the side and dragging down the left side of his face. Side effects of Diana Ball. This dude is fighting Marish Weck next, and he's opening one side of his mouth to say Wilder sucks. Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. Someone said Wilder don't want none of the smoke. I mean, bro, the UK sound deluded right now to even say that. Like, and I feel this is my opinion as a man, as a real man, right? Look, someone said I prefer Whyte to hear Whyte talk about his drug issues. I prefer Whyte say how he ducked Ortiz for the final eliminate. That's what I'm saying. Look at the comment. This is on Sky Sports. This ain't no American broadcast. This is on Sky Sports' own. So actually, shout out to the people from the UK who are. So maybe the UK is starting to get the picture. But I still see some people who are from the UK and they're still saying radical things. Wow. Somebody said Marish Weck is 40 a week after they fight. Oh, wow. See, it's over, bro. I told you, new media. Oh, my God. Let me look this up. He said, so you talking, see, he said, oh, wow. That explains why Dillian Whyte in this interview, he says, oh, Deontay Wilder, he fought a 50-year-old man, and then he upped the ante because your opponent is about to be 40. See, this is a bad look, bro. Look. Marish Weck. This is his record. Luis Ortiz didn't have no stinking record like this. 35-5, been knocked out 3 times. He got knocked out by Gerald Miller, didn't he? Bro, oh my God, yeah. My boy, Big Baby Miller. Shout out to Brownsville. Shout out to bro. Look, Miller knocked him out. He had a split decision with Artur Spilka, who Derek Chisora knocked out. And we know Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder really knocked out. He and Brian Jennings knocked him out, but Wilder's knockout was oof, because it was before the Chisora fight. He said it was like I was grating a slice of cheese, bro. And Martin Bacoli, who got knocked out by Michael Hunter, knocked him out. And this is who Dillian Whyte is fighting. And Povetkin knocked him out. That's right. I think it was the last round or something. And Klitschko beat, man, bro, stop it. And this is who he's fighting. Yeah, he's big, but look, he's 30. Wow. Look, he's born in 79. Damn, homie. In high school, you was, bro. See, this is what I'm saying. This I told you. This is why that old media stuff don't work. You roasting Luis Ortiz for being 40, lying and saying he's 50, which we don't know. There's no birth certificates that said 50. And I bet you Luis Ortiz looked in better shape for the Wilder fight than Marish Weck, the Viking, is going to look. And look, the fight's December 7th. Literally a week later, he'll be 40. And he has more damage being knocked out by Gerald Big Baby Miller and all these dudes, Martin Bacoli and all that, bro. Luis Ortiz, the only person to knock him out to this day is Deontay Wilder. See, that's what I'm saying. It does not pay to say this foolishness. And this shows pure hating. This shows that you're hate. Look this is a Sky Sports article. And Dillian Whyte, this is what he has to say. Former world title challenger, the Pole, I don't know who that is. That sounds weird. Has showed toughness. Man, we don't care about toughness. He didn't win either of these fights. See, the UK got to stop, bro. I'm on a mission. Look, he showed his toughness. Look at what they got to say to the opponent. Marish Weck showed toughness versus Vladimir Klitschko and Povetkin into the later round. Why don't they just write the article what happened? Klitschko beat the brakes off him. Povetkin stopped him in the final round. Don't talk about he showed toughness. See, the UK looking fishy right now. The UK boxing scene looking fishy. But Whyte believes his aggressive style will shatter Marish Weck. Whyte told Sky Sports he's very tough. He's a very tough guy, very experienced. He's game and knows what this opportunity means, beating me. So I'm expecting a tough, strong Marish Weck. But obviously, this is my time now. Crack another skull, get closer to a world title. Very important. He's a very credible guy. He's fought top contenders. So what more can I ask for? So he has all this to say about Mariusz Wech, which this is his record. He's been stopped. Bro, he lost 3 fights in a row. In 2017 to 2019, he lost 3 fights in a row. Not to mention the Povetkin and the Klitschko loss, right? Man, stop it. So he lost to Spilka, who Bryant Jennings beat. And we know that Bryant Jennings got stopped by who? Bryant Jennings got stopped by Luis Ortiz. Klitschko didn't stop Bryant Jennings, but Luis Ortiz did. And Bryant Jennings was the first to stop Spilka. Look, bro, that's what I'm saying. All this old media stuff. Look, Bryant Jennings, 2014 TKO. So Luis Ortiz stopped Jennings, right? And that guy that he stopped, that Jennings stopped, Spilka, so you got to know boxing, beat the guy Dillian Whyte's about to fight. So I don't believe in triangle theories like, oh, this is going to determine all the winner all the time. But just look at conventional wisdom. Also, Dillian Whyte's last fight with Oscar Rivas was a tough one, and he was hurt by Oscar Rivas. So Bryant Jennings was clearly on the scorecards winning. You know, he did get stopped too, or he got stopped, but he was winning. He just got caught. You know, it happens in the heavyweight division, but Bryant Jennings was full ahead on that scorecard, right? Wilder tried to fight Povetkin, who failed a drug test because he was trying to cheat with meldonium, you know, and this is another guy that knocked out Mariusz Wech. So it's funny. It's funny how Dillian Whyte is trying so hard to insult Luis Ortiz as an opponent, but he ducked the fight with Luis Ortiz. And I just showed you all the commonalities that this whole triangle, bro, they're hating on Wilder so bad. And it's funny because the more you hate, the more the people who know boxing, like myself, that can reveal this information and set everything straight. It doesn't even sound realistic what you're saying. He said, keep it real. What did Serious Jones say? Keep it real. You don't even keep it realistic. Wilder to knock out Whyte. Whyte sure has convinced the casuals he's got the beating of Wilder. Man, so like my thing is this, like I feel I'm good with the theatrics and, you know, bad mouthing, trash talk, but between Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, Eddie Hearn, and Dillian Whyte, this stuff doesn't sound realistic. And like they're not Sky Sports ain't saying nothing about the B sample, about the. You think Americans just gonna forget about this? Bro, these guys are never going to be stars in America unless they clean this up. Like start making statements that kind of make sense. That, you know, you're bashing Luis Ortiz, but you didn't want to fight him. You chose to fight Derek Chisora. And Dillian Whyte, the other part of what he said was, he says, I would have 100% knockout ratio as well if I fought all the Wilder's opponents. But that doesn't even sound believable. Dillian Whyte, he's strong, he has power, but that don't sound believable. And the worst part about it, let me talk about that angle of it real quick. Dillian Whyte said he would have 100% knockout ratio if he fought the same 40 bums or whatever that Wilder fought. This is the mindset. This is what he's saying. But okay, so let's look at Dillian Whyte's first fight. He fought a guy named Tayar Mehmed. He has a record of 4-10-1, and you went 4 rounds on points with him. Then he fought a guy, Remigijus Zelda, or whatever this is, with a record of 17-40-3, and you went the decision with him. So that's a lie, because you fought people who weren't perceived as the best, or as he's calling it, bums, right? You fought that, and you didn't knock them out. So what Wilder is doing, despite what Dillian Whyte or the UK or anybody hating on him is saying, right? What he's doing is extraordinary, because it's not Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis, anybody. It's not normal to knock out every single person, hurt every single person you fought when you have that many fights at heavyweight. Look at this. Luis Ortiz beat Dave Allen by stoppage, and guess what? A premature, like a earlier Dave Allen, so he should have had less experience when he only had 10 fights. and Dillian Whyte went the decision, full 10 rounds with them. So how's he gonna say that he would have had 100% knockout? He didn't knock out Derek Chisora, you know. He didn't knock out Robert Helenius. Who believes that those guys would beat Wilder and Wilder wouldn't get a knockout versus Dave Allen, who survived, you know, and went the 10 rounds? I don't even think there was any knockdowns. You get what I'm saying? So it just, no matter how you slice it, this is not becoming. It doesn't represent boxing in a realistic manner. And it looks bad because what you're saying, oh, I would have had 100% knockout ratio if I fought his competitor. Then why didn't you fight Luis Ortiz? Why didn't you knock out Derek Chisora, Robert Helenius, Dave Allen? These guys have been knocked out before. Robert Helenius got knocked. Who did he get knocked out by? Johan Duhaupas, who Wilder beat. See, that's what I'm saying. Look, this is Dillian Whyte. He fought Robert Helenius, and he got knocked out by the guy Wilder beat. Look, there's Dillian Whyte. He got KO'd by Johan Duhaupas. See, I know my boxing. It's over. Johan Duhaupas knocked him out. Not TKO, knocked him out. And dropped him in the 4th and 6th, as you see here. Johan Duhaupas, that was in 2016. Wilder fought him after that. Look. Where is this? Oh, actually, the Wilder fight. Actually, Wilder knocked him. That's what it is. Okay. Wilder knocked him out. And then 2 fights later, he bounced back even after the Wilder knockout. But anyway, so, oh yeah, Wilder fought him when he was undefeated. That's right. Wilder fought him. No, he had lost to Erkan Tepper. Okay. So anyway, Wilder fought him when I guess he had 1 loss. But the bottom line is they have a mutual opponent. And Wilder knocked out this man, Johan Duhaupas, before Povetkin. And he later went on to knock out Robert Helenius. But Dillian Whyte didn't knock out Robert Helenius. And he actually got hurt by Robert Helenius. Gerald Washington knocked out Robert Helenius. So how is Dillian Whyte going to say, I would have had 100% knockout ratio? It just, conventional wisdom doesn't spell that. I'm out. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. We work. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button. And you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.